What do you? What's up? It's your girl Kama, the girl will never be, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another video. I will basically be telling you how to what to do to rewrite your matric, or I don't know how I'm gonna title it, but basically the whole matric rewrite thing, right? And I got this video inspo from Banele. I'll put her YouTube channel here and the link to the video here. So if you feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying, you can always watch Banele's video, and maybe she explains it better than I do, right? And I guess we all have different experiences and all. So I'm gonna explain to you via my experience, and if you feel like I'm not saying enough or I've missed something, you can always DM me. You can always ask in the comment section below. You can DM me on Instagram and on Facebook. I will put my Facebook and Instagram here, and then I'll also put the link to my Instagrams and Facebook in the description below. And you can always email me, guys. Like if you want to make or like professional, you can always email me. My email is in the description below. This is according to my experience. So I finished matric in 2021 and I wasn't happy with my marks. So I was like, no, this is not how I want my statement to look like. This is not how I want my certificate to look like. And I decided to upgrade my marks again in 2022. Well, not again. I decided to upgrade my marks in 2022. Oh, I did this in multipurpose, the one in Cosmo City. So I think the townships have different multipurpose centers. So I don't think you can find a multipurpose center in a suburb. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But I know like people in the hood, like townships, usually have that. So I live in a township, so I have one near my place. So I'm going to tell you according to my experience. So I registered at multipurpose in Cosmo City. So people in the north usually go to multipurpose here if you're around the north and you don't want to go to an actual college, because we have colleges that do matric rewrites, which are colleges like Rose Tech, Gauteng City College. I think Demelin does it as well. I'm not sure, but you can always research. It's always private institutions, and you usually pay more in those institutions than you do at a multipurpose center. I don't know how that whole process works for the kids in college that go to that upgrade at a college. I don't know how that works, but I can tell you about how it works at a multipurpose center, so an adult center to be specific. So I registered at multipurpose, which falls under Fourways Adult Center, and that's what I did. So the people that are going to do your registration there are the teachers that are actually going to teach you there. So their lecturers is what they like to call themselves, because they feel like they're preparing us for university. Crazy. So registration usually happens end of January to mid-March there at the multipurpose center. But then from March till I think end of April, somewhere in April, they still take you can still register, just not at the multipurpose center. That when you go to the multipurpose center, they're gonna send you to their offices in Fourways, which I think are in Good Government Primary. I might be wrong. I will correct it. My dog is barking. I have no idea why. I went there with 4 ID copies certified, 4 copies of your result certified, proof of payment. My dog is barking. Proof of payment. You have to bring the deposit slip, and then you have to bring your proof of address. My dog is barking. Then you have to pay 100 Rand registration fee, 100 Rand registration fee, and 100 Rand per subject. So in total I paid 400 because I upgraded 3 subjects. So 100 Rand for each subject that I upgraded, and then 100 Rand for registration. You paid once off, then you're done. But you have to go to the school to go get that. You have to go to the multipurpose center to actually get the bank account details so you can actually pay. So they'll give you a little paper that will tell you what you need. So it will tell you to bring for ID copies, everything I said. Then they're gonna give you another paper that has their bank details. So I'll just put the papers up here. I'll hide the bank details because I don't know if I should show you, but if you wanted, if you DM me, I will send it to you. Teachers will teach you there. So you have lecturers or teachers, whatever you want to call them. They will teach you there at the multi-purpose center. So it was a big hall for us. So they would separate us. So maybe math, pure math there, then math lit learners here, and then you guys will the teachers will teach the both of you. But obviously you can't hear them because the hall is big. So they are there with their own board. You are here with your own board. You know, the teachers actually do help. The teachers make sure you actually understand the thing. When you start learning there or taking lessons there, is that you need to be focused. Now you're focused on your 3 or 2 subjects that you're upgrading. It's you and those 3 subjects. You don't have 7 subjects to focus on anymore. So I don't think there's an excuse for you not to pass, if I'm being honest. Nah. But if you don't, maybe it's other things. But I don't think there's an excuse for you not to pass. Yeah, and the teachers actually give you their time if you want help. You need to speak out. Now this is the time when you're there and you're learning, you need to speak out. You didn't do that in high school because maybe you were afraid of your peers or your classmates because you guys have been together since grade 8 or something. Now this is the time where you don't know the people around you. First of all, you don't care what they think about you. You don't care whether they think you failed. We are here together because we all did one thing wrong, you know, for the same reason. We're all here because we failed, or we're all here because we didn't do well or something. So you need to ask for help. If you feel like you don't understand, call your teacher and be like, ma'am, I just don't understand. Sir, I don't understand. Just keep explaining this. I don't understand. Because they will explain to you. One thing about them, they will take their time and explain to you. You didn't do in high school, you need to do when you get there, you know. And you have a lot of time to study. It's just 3 or 2 subjects that you're doing, so you have a lot of time to study. When it's time for you to write your exams, they will give you a student number. Yes, they will give you a student number, and they will tell you this is your student number. It's the same process as in high school. It's just that now you're just writing in a different venue. You're not writing at a school. You're writing in a hall. Because we wrote in a hall. You're writing in a hall with everyone from everywhere. So you're getting kids that have never attended class with you. They're there. They are there. You're seeing beautiful kids now. When we were studying, when we were learning, it's the same process as in high school. Now why do I keep saying primary school? It's the same process as in high school, where you will get your student number from the teachers. They'll give you a student number, and then you will sign for your student number, and then it's a student number, your exam number. You will sign for your exam number, and then you will carry on. You'll get your exam number, and then you go home. That's it. And then get a timetable. So they will send you a timetable in the WhatsApp group chat, because they open a group chat for each and every learner that is registered there. They open a group chat. They will send the timetable in the group chat, the very same timetable that the matrics of 2022 have. You will get as well. Right? When you write, your invigilators are not your teacher. They're not. Your teacher doesn't invigilate. They bring people from the district, or there was this other strict man that was there. He was, and it's like I never experienced the whole thing like writing in a hall in high school, because we didn't have a hall in my high school, so we used to write in our classes. And it was the thing, when you're done writing, you have to sit that 3 hours of accounting, sit and wait for other accounting students to finish. You know, you don't leave. So in the hall, that was like the fun thing for me, like, oh my gosh, I can write and leave. If the test is 3 hours for maths, I can write for 2 hours and leave. No one gives a damn. So that's what we did. But also, let me tell you, the pressure when you're sitting there and you're writing, and you see people stand up, and you see people leave, and you're still writing, you're like, what is it that I'm not doing that everyone's doing? Like, it looks like the test was easy for everyone except me. It gives you like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, why am I taking forever? Am I dumb? Is something going on? But let me tell you something, take your time when you do it. You have all the time in the world. They gave you 3 hours for a reason, for you to take your time. So don't be pressured by the people that finish early. So when you fetch your results, they're going to give you a venue in the WhatsApp group chat. They will send you the venue of where you have to fetch your results, so your statement. So we went to 4 ways but Gopen Primary, so I think those are the offices. So I went to those offices to go fetch my statement. You go there, you have to go with your ID. You don't have to worry about proof of payment because you paid in the beginning. If you didn't finish paying in the beginning, because there are people that apply, that registered, but they don't pay the full amount in the beginning, they paid maybe half of it, then you have to bring your registration. You have to bring your proof of payment and your ID. You see, so not copy of ID, your ID. You have to bring your actual ID and show them this is me. So if you didn't pay full registration in the beginning, then you bring your ID and your proof of payment. Then you will get there, and then they will ask for your proof of payment, ask for your ID. Then you will get your statement and you will leave. If you pay for everything in the beginning, you'll bring your ID. You will get to the offices, and then you will walk in, and then they will give you your statement. You have to sign that you got your statement, and then you leave. That's it. And they will send you to an office in Joburg. I will put the name here of the offices. I forgot the name, but there's an office in Joburg where you fetch your full statement. So you're going to take your old statement. So you're going to take your old statement, and you're going to take your new statement that you got, and then go with them. Go with your statements to the offices in Joburg. When you get there, you will get there, and then they will show you where you have to go. You go upstairs, and then you give the lady or the man that's working there, so there are different people that are working there. Then you will give them your statements, and then they will look at them, and then they will punch in your student number and all of that into their computers. I don't know how their whole process works. And then everything will pop up, and then it will show you whether or not you can combine your statement or not. So if you can't combine your statement, it's probably because you haven't reached maybe there's a percentage missing or a few percentages missing for your entire statement to change. So let's say you have a higher certificate. So if you have a higher certificate, and then maybe you have you get there, and then you are missing 1% for a diploma. So maybe your maths mark is short like 1% to get a diploma. They can't change it. So you're stuck with two. You're stuck with two copies. You're stuck with two statements. And then it becomes hard now when it's like that, because you need a full statement. You can use your 2 copies, but like it becomes difficult. It becomes a very tricky situation when it's time for you to apply for universities and colleges, because now you have to ask yourself, which one am I going to use? Are they going to accept these marks? Are they going to, like, it becomes a very tricky situation. So if you guys are going to upgrade your marks, please do it right. Do it right, and make sure, because it becomes very tricky when it does that. But if you did well, and you did improve your marks, and so now you're ready to get a diploma, that's when they'll combine your marks together. That's when now they change your whole math mark. It changes from maybe a 3 to a 6, and then from your accounting mark from a 7 to a 20, from a 4 to a 7, something like that. So they will just like change your entire statement and make it 1. When they make it 1, then you can get a you can get a Umalusi certificate again, the NSC certificate that you usually get. I recommend rewriting your matric. If you actually failed your matric, yes, I would. If you failed your matric and you have no matric certificate, then I do recommend rewriting your matric. But to be honest, for me, I wouldn't recommend rewriting your matric if you have a matric certificate. Rather go the UNISA way where now you have to, if you have a higher certificate, you can do higher certificate of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you have a diploma, do a diploma of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, of what you would like to do. Because I feel like rewriting your matric is a waste of time, if I'm being honest. I personally feel like it's a waste of time. Do I regret rewriting? No, I don't. Because Well, I was taking a gap year for that year, so I did something with my gap year, and I'm happy that I did something with my gap year. But I do not recommend rewriting your matric. I don't. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, really. There's really nothing wrong with rewriting your matric, but I don't think you should do that. Just go the UNISA way. If you can learn online, if you are good at learning online, if you don't mind the online thing, then do the UNISA thing. But if you do mind the online thing, go and rewrite your matric, get your results, apply for a proper university or proper college where you can actually go to the college and get face-to-face thing. That's good. But I don't think you should rewrite your matric. Because what if you get less marks? What if you got a 4? What's gonna happen now when you get a 2? You know. So I don't think you wanna go through that. I don't think you wanna go through that trauma of failing, or maybe that's just me, because now I suffer from imposter syndrome, because I sometimes feel like I'm not doing well, or like whatever I do is not good enough. So like I said, the reason I upgraded my marks is because I looked at my marks and I'm like, they're not good enough. So this is the end of the video. To anyone that is planning on upgrading their marks or rewriting their matric, I just wanted to say good luck, and I hope this information was useful. If you feel like I've missed something, please let me know, so I can you guys can ask questions in the comment section. You can DM me, and yeah.